Life in Africa, living conditions, and growing populations. Africa is a large continent with a growing population and diverse cultural and economic conditions. I will discuss the living conditions and growing populations in Africa, and I will explore the basic needs necessary for a healthy and sustainable life. Electricity is one of the most fundamental needs for a modern society. In Africa, the vast majority of the population still does not have access to reliable electricity. This lack of access to electricity limits economic development, healthcare, and education opportunities. As a result, many African countries are investing in renewable energy, such as solar and wind energy, to meet the growing demand for electricity. Housing is another basic need for a healthy and sustainable life. In Africa, there is a severe shortage of safe and affordable housing. Many people live in overcrowded and unsanitary conditions. In addition, homelessness is a growing problem in many countries in Africa. This has caused an increase in crime and violence in some areas, making life difficult for many people. Water is also an essential source for a healthy life. Unfortunately, access to clean and safe water is still a challenge in many parts of Africa. Poor infrastructure and lack of access to water sources has led to high levels of waterborne diseases. To address this issue, many African countries are investing in water infrastructure projects to improve access to clean water. Now, food is also a basic need for a healthy life. Unfortunately, food insecurity is still a major issue in many parts of Africa. Poor infrastructure, low agricultural productivity, and natural disasters are just some of the factors contributing to food insecurity. To address this issue, many African countries are investing in agricultural projects to increase food production and improve access to food. Security is also a basic need for a healthy life. Unfortunately, many African countries are facing an increase in crime and violence. This has led to an increase in poverty and a decrease in quality of life. To address this issue, many African countries are investing in security measures such as improved policy and community-based initiatives. Education is also a basic need for a healthy life. Unfortunately, many African countries still lack access to quality education. This has led to low levels of literacy and educational attainment. To address this issue, many African countries are investing in educational initiatives such as teacher training and language programs. In conclusion, Africa is a large and diverse continent with a growing population. Unfortunately, many African countries still face challenges in providing their citizens with access to basic needs such as electricity, housing, water, food, security, and education. To address these issues, many African countries are investing in renewable energy resources, housing projects, water infrastructure projects, agricultural projects, security measures, and educational initiatives.